Sam kicked the hatch closed behind him, the metallic clang echoing softly through the hollow corridors of the alien ship. "All right, Keller," he muttered, wiping a smear of grease from his brow. "Time to work your magic on the universe's worst Airbnb." The ship creaked and hummed around him like it was alive, or at least possessed the kind of bad mood you only get from an ancient interstellar vessel that hadn't had a decent tune-up since the last ice age. His toolkit beeped, projecting a holographic interface into the air. The repair list blinked urgently. Neural interface, Sector 7 Delta, critical failure. Sam tapped a few buttons, but the interface flickered like it was having a tantrum of its own. "Great, a ship that's glitchier than my grandma's old VCR." He grinned at his own joke and went to work, sliding a plasma screwdriver into a slot that resembled a circuit puzzle from a childhood video game. As he worked, the ship's corridors shifted subtly, walls bending and folding in ways that defied Euclidean geometry. "Seriously, who designed this thing? A drunk octopus?" Sam joked, ducking as the ceiling curved down, just a little too close for comfort. Every few minutes, the lights flickered, and robotic drones zipped past, chirping nonsense in alien tongues. One small bot zoomed close, flashing a message on its screen. "Greetings, esteemed visitor. Please do not feed the antimatter reactors." Sam snorted. Yeah, because feeding antimatter sounds like a Saturday night well spent. After an hour of coaxing the neural interface back to life, Sam felt something odd underfoot, a faint vibration, like a heartbeat coming from the walls themselves. He followed the pulse down a narrow corridor, brushing his hand against panels etched with shifting glyphs that glowed softly. "Okay, ship, what's your secret?" He paused in front of a holographic panel shimmering with cosmic symbols. "Maybe a hidden snack bar, or at least a bathroom that doesn't require a gravity reset." His fingers danced across the controls, trying to override the security lockout. The panel buzzed, and suddenly, with a subtle click, a section of the wall dissolved like mist, revealing a hidden doorway. "Well, that's not suspicious at all." Sam peered inside. The room was unlike anything he'd expected. Warm light spilled over shelves of strange artifacts, and walls bore carvings that seemed to ripple as he watched. In the center was a console pulsing with soft blue energy, and on the far wall, a single inscription stopped him dead in his tracks. Sam Keller. His name carved into the ancient alien wall in elegant script that glowed faintly as if alive. Sam blinked. "Okay, universe. That's just great. I knew I was special, but this is next-level creepy." He tapped the carving, half expecting it to buzz or sting him. Nothing. Just his name, carved long before he was even born. He glanced around the room, suddenly aware of the silence. No humming engines, no annoying drones. Just quiet. Too quiet. "Right," he said to himself. "This is definitely one of those don't touch anything moments." But curiosity was a cruel mistress. He reached for a nearby artifact, a delicate orb that pulsed with shifting light, and it sprang to life, projecting a hologram of a woman. She had skin that shimmered faintly like starlight, eyes bright with intelligence, and long, elegant ears that swept back like wings. Her voice was calm, with a trace of sarcasm. "Welcome, engineer. If you're seeing this, you found my sanctuary. Congratulations, you're officially nosy." Sam grinned despite himself. "Well, I do have a knack for finding trouble. Name's Sam. Who might you be?" The hologram flickered. "I am Lyra, guardian of knowledge, keeper of secrets, and, according to my logs, the reason you have that ridiculous look on your face right now." Sam chuckled. "You mean the, oh crap, my name's been carved on an alien ship before I was born look?" Lyra smiled wryly. "Exactly that. I suppose I should explain. You see, time is not a straight line here. It's more like a badly tangled ball of string. Your ancestors crossed paths with my people centuries ago, and somehow your existence is woven into this ship's history. Fate is stubborn like that." Sam shook his head, running a hand through his hair. "Great, so I'm famous across galaxies for something I didn't even know existed. Can I at least get a badge or something?" Lyra's hologram winked. "You're already on the wall. That counts." As the room's lights dimmed and the ship's eerie hum returned, Sam felt the weight of the mystery settle on his shoulders. All right, Lyra, he said, gathering his tools. Let's figure out what you're hiding before I accidentally blow us both up. Again. The ship seemed to pulse in agreement, as if eager to reveal its secrets. If only Sam could keep up with its cosmic sense of humor. Sam propped himself against the console, watching Lyra's hologram flicker like a stubborn old TV signal. So Lyra, he said, you look almost human, but those ears. Did your parents forget to tell you about hats, or are you just showing off? The hologram tilted her head, an amused smile playing on her lips. Long ears are a feature, not a fashion statement. They help me hear across light years, something humans with their tiny ears will never understand. Sam rubbed his own earlobes, pretending to feel sorry for himself. Right, because being able to eavesdrop on an interstellar gossip session sounds super useful. Lyra's eyes sparkled. It comes in handy. Now, about the room you found. This is my personal chamber, a sanctuary where I stored relics and records from across the galaxy. Most of it is off limits to outsiders, but since you stumbled in, I suppose I'll have to give you a crash course. Sam nodded eagerly, already feeling like the star pupil in the school of alien things you should definitely not touch. Lay it on me. She waved a hand, and the room shifted, holographic images appearing in midair, maps of star systems, symbols of extinct civilizations, and devices that hummed with unknown power. This ship has been drifting through space for millennia. It was built to preserve knowledge and protect secrets that could change the fate of entire worlds. My mission was to guard this archive. Sam's eyes scanned the symbols. So, you're like a cosmic librarian, but with better tech and cooler ears. Precisely, Lyra replied dryly, though with the occasional threat of hostile alien forces wanting to rewrite history. That's where it gets complicated. Sam smirked. History, rewriting? Sounds like a political debate on steroids. Suddenly the console beeped, interrupting their banter. A stream of data poured into the room, encrypted logs, technical diagnostics, and star charts. Looks like the ship's systems are waking up, Sam said, tapping at the interface. Or it's just annoyed I'm poking around. Lyra chuckled. Probably both. The AI here has a personality of its own. Sarcastic, moody, and obsessed with perfect maintenance schedules. Remind me never to borrow its wrench, Sam joked. So what's the deal with the carving? My name on your wall? Was that some cosmic prank? Lyra shook her head. No prank. Long ago, before your time, I encountered echoes of your lineage. Time here isn't linear. It's more like a spiral. Events fold back on themselves. Your ancestors and I crossed paths in ways that left traces across timelines. Your name being carved here is a marker, a sign that your fate is tied to this ship. Sam leaned forward, intrigued. So fate wrote my name on an alien wall before I was even born? That's one way to get famous. Lyra's hologram smiled faintly. Fame has its burdens, but it also means you have a role to play, something bigger than just fixing broken circuits. Sam glanced around at the shifting walls, the glowing symbols, and the whisper of ancient engines. All right, cosmic destiny. What exactly am I supposed to do? Save the galaxy? Fix your coffee machine? Lyra laughed. Both, eventually. But first, understand the legacy you're part of. As Sam explored the room, his fingers brushed over a device shaped like a crystalline prism. It pulsed softly, reacting to his touch. What's this? A chronometer, Lyra explained. Not just any clock. This tracks time across multiple realities. It can show fragments of past and future events, memories trapped in the flow of time. Sam squinted at the device. Like a time-traveling Instagram? More like a cosmic diary, Lyra said. Careful with it. Too much exposure, and you might end up seeing things your mind isn't ready for. Sam grinned. Sounds like my kind of party. He activated the prism, and the room dissolved into swirling images. Flashes of star systems born and dying, battles fought across nebulae, and faces he didn't recognize but felt strangely familiar. Among them, a woman with long ears and piercing eyes appeared again. Lyra, but in moments from centuries past. Then, startlingly, a figure resembling Sam, but younger and dressed in alien attire, stepped forward. What the? Sam muttered, his heart racing. Is that me? Yes, Lyra confirmed. Your ancestors wore many faces, and some crossed into our world. These visions are pieces of that tangled history. Sam laughed nervously. Great. So I'm both a human engineer and part-time galactic time traveler? Lyra's voice was warm, more like a guardian, and we need you to embrace that role. Sam shook his head, still trying to process. You know, all this would be easier if you handed me a manual. How to save the galaxy for dummies or something. Lyra smiled. I promise the lessons will come. But first you have to survive the ship's quirks. Suddenly alarms blared and gravity flipped sideways, sending Sam tumbling into a pile of holographic star charts. He groaned. Yep, definitely a party. The ship's AI, with a cheeky tone, announced, Warning, unauthorized gravity disturbance detected. Please refrain from testing physics laws without supervision. Sam lay on the floor, laughing. Okay, ship, you win. Let's get to work. As the gravity corrected and the room settled, Sam realized that beyond the humor and chaos, something profound was unfolding. His discovery wasn't a coincidence. It was the first step in a journey that would stretch across time, space, and maybe even his very understanding of who he was. And somehow, he thought, he was ready for it, ears and all. Sam stared at the holographic star maps swirling in front of him like a cosmic snow globe gone haywire. All right, Lyra, he said, pushing up his sleeves. You've got secrets, I've got questions. Let's make a deal. You spill the interstellar beans, and I promise not to blow anything up. At least today. Lyra's image shimmered, her long ears twitching in what looked like amusement. Very well, Sam. You want the story? It's complicated, involves time loops, alien politics, and a few really bad coffee machines. Sam grinned. Perfect. I'm a sucker for bad coffee, she began. Centuries ago, before your ancestors roamed the stars, my people discovered a phenomenon we call the temporal nexus. Imagine time not as a line but as a web, events interconnected in unpredictable ways. The ship you're on was designed to protect knowledge from the dangers of meddling with that web. Sam scratched his head. So this ship is like the universe's version of a time-locked vault? Exactly. And I was its guardian. But something, or someone, started twisting the threads, trying to rewrite history for power. That's why your name appears here. It marks a convergence point, a key to maintaining the balance. Sam blinked. So I'm basically a cosmic keystone, no pressure. Lyra laughed. Sam stood before the console, fingers hovering uncertainly over the controls of the crystalline device Lyra had called a chronometer. All right, he said, let's see if this thing actually lives up to its cosmic diary hype, or if it's just another fancy paperweight with flashing lights. The device hummed softly as he pressed the main activation panel. A ripple of blue light spilled into the room, washing over him like the gentle tide of a nebula's glow. Suddenly, images flickered, vivid, chaotic, and impossibly close. Scenes shifted like a hollow film playing fragments of time, some familiar, others utterly alien. Sam gasped. Whoa, is that me? But younger? And why am I wearing some kind of space armor that makes me look like a cross between a plumber and a gladiator? Lyra's voice floated beside him, amused. That is you, or rather, a version of you from an alternate timeline. The chronometer doesn't just show history, it reveals time's tangled branches, the what-ifs and might-have-beens. Sam leaned closer to the projections, trying to make sense of the swirling visions. He saw fleeting glimpses of battles raging across alien landscapes, starships diving through cosmic storms, and, strangest of all, moments where he and Lyra appeared side by side, working together to shut down rogue machines and decrypt mysterious alien codes. Hold up, Sam said, brow furrowed. You're saying we've met before? But I just found your room like, what? Yesterday? Lyra's hologram flickered thoughtfully. Time here is a loop, a spiral folding in on itself. Our meetings happen out of sequence. Sometimes you come first, sometimes I do. It's why your name was carved in the wall long before you ever set foot on this ship. Sam rubbed his chin, feeling a mixture of awe and absurdity. So I'm some kind of cosmic time traveler, or at least a recurring guest star in this space soap opera. You could say that, Lyra smiled. The chronometer lets us glimpse these echoes, but it also warns us. Forces seek to unravel the nexus, to rewrite the past and control the future. Suddenly, the room shuddered as alarms blared through the ship. The gravity shifted sideways again, sending Sam sprawling into a pile of glowing star charts. "Hey," he grunted, trying to steady himself. "Can we maybe dial down the space physics experiments? I'm still getting used to not floating into the ceiling." The ship's AI, with a teasing tone, announced, "Warning, unauthorized gravity disturbance detected. Please refrain from testing physics laws without supervision," Captain Dad joked. Sam laughed, brushing off dust and smirking. All right, no more gravity flips. I get it." He got back up, more determined. "So what's this threat you mentioned? Who wants to mess with time and why?" Lyra's tone grew serious. "There are factions, alien warlords, rogue AI, and shadowy entities that crave control over the temporal nexus. If they succeed, they could reshape history, erase entire civilizations, or turn reality into a nightmare." The ship hummed, alive with secrets and waiting for them to unlock its mysteries, one tangled thread of time at a time. Sam stood at the helm of the ship's bridge, the hum of alien engines thrumming beneath his feet like a restless heartbeat. "All right, Lyra," he said, glancing at the holographic form beside him, her long ears twitching in what he had learned was an expression of mild impatience. "Time to wrap this cosmic drama up before I start charging overtime?" Lyra smiled. "Indeed, Sam. The final piece is within reach. The threat to the temporal nexus converges now, and we must stop it." Sam adjusted his engineer's tool belt, the weight oddly comforting. "I never thought fixing wires and decoding alien tech would turn into a galactic showdown. If my old self could see me now, he'd laugh, or probably complain about how much space coffee I've consumed." The ship jolted as external sensors picked up an incoming fleet, shadowy vessels with sleek designs and ominous energy signatures. "Looks like they didn't get the memo about us throwing a quiet little party here." Lyra's hologram flickered, eyes sharp. "They seek the chronometer, the key to controlling time itself. If they succeed, history will be rewritten, realities erased." Sam took a deep breath. "So, no pressure." The bridge lights dimmed as defensive systems powered up. Sam tapped commands, rerouting energy to the ship's ancient shields. "Engines online, shields at 60%. I'm guessing you want to keep this ship intact?" "Absolutely," Lyra said dryly, "though I must admit, your piloting skills leave much to be desired." Sam grinned. "Hey, I'm an engineer, not a starfighter, but I can improvise." He initiated the ship's cloaking field, making them vanish from enemy sensors. "Stealth mode, engaged. Let's give them a cosmic hide-and-seek lesson." The enemy fleet scanned blindly as Sam maneuvered the ship through shifting gravitational waves and temporal distortions. "This old girl's got tricks you wouldn't believe." Suddenly, the chronometer on the console pulsed fiercely. "It's reacting," Sam said, eyes wide. "They're close to cracking its defenses." Lyra's voice was steady. "We must link with the chronometer to stabilize the temporal nexus. I will guide you." Sam placed his hands on the device. A surge of energy coursed through him, and visions of countless timelines flooded his mind, some dark, some bright, all intertwined. He felt himself stretched across epochs, witnessing moments of triumph and loss, laughter and sacrifice. Through the mental storm, Lyra's voice cut clear. "You are the anchor, Sam. Your lineage is intertwined with the nexus. Only you can hold the timeline steady." Sam clenched his teeth. "Okay, cosmic fate. Let's do this." With a burst of willpower, he synchronized with the chronometer, stabilizing the swirling threads of time. Outside, the enemy fleet faltered as their attacks dispersed against the ship's temporal shield. One by one, their vessels retreated, thwarted by the ship's mysterious defenses. As the bridge lights returned to normal, Sam slumped back, breathing hard. "Well, that was intense. I guess being a cosmic keystone is exhausting." Lyra smiled warmly. "You have done more than protect history, Sam. You have embraced your place in the tapestry of time. You have grown from an engineer to a guardian. Sam chuckled. Guardianship suits me. Beats fixing broken airlocks. He looked around the ship, now humming peacefully, the carved inscription of his name glowing softly on the wall. Funny thing is, I thought finding my name here was a weird coincidence. Turns out it was a call to something bigger. Lyra nodded. Fate is rarely accidental. It shapes us, tests us, but ultimately, it reveals who we truly are. Sam smiled, a new confidence settling in him. So, what's next? Saving the galaxy again? Or maybe just fixing the coffee machine? Lyra laughed. One step at a time, Sam. For now, rest. The universe will always have more stories. Sam glanced at the chronometer, then at Lyra's glowing form. Guess I'm ready for whatever comes next. After all, how many engineers can say their name is carved into an alien ship and still be standing? He laughed softly, the sound filling the chamber. Let's keep the coffee brewing. We've got a galaxy to protect. And with that, the ship drifted onward through the stars. Two unlikely allies bound by time, humor, and the promise of countless adventures yet to come.